كان بينه وبين أخيه شحناء. Except for two men or two individuals or two Muslims or two believers, two sisters who have an enmity. They have a grudge, an unsettled dispute. You know you can do something, but you did not do it. You know you're capable of settling this dispute once and for all, but you just lie back and throw back. In beautiful Sonny Nelson. أنظروا هذين حتى يصطلحا. It is said while the deeds are raised, suspend the deeds of Fulan and Fulan. It is said what to the angels? I want you to suspend. Rabbul Alameen is saying to the angels, suspend the deeds of Fulan and Fulan. Suspend it. Keep it pending. Pending means it doesn't go up and it doesn't come back. Suspense accounts are those of you who study accountancy. It's in a trade that it doesn't belong nowhere. Hatta yastaliha, until they make that dispute right. Wallahi, many of us, we can make the dispute right today. One text, Akhi, I'm sorry. Go to your father, go to your mother. Subhanallah, it's so easy. You travel around this whole kingdom by the fadl of Allah. Planes and trains, cars and automobiles. But coming to that man that you had a dispute, it's like lifting the whole of Uhud for you. Why? The heart is full of disease. At-taqwa ha-huna, pointing to the chest. Because when this heart is rotted and destroyed, then everything is rotted and destroyed for you. Allah wa inna fil jasadi mudgha, is near a flesh in your body. Idha saluhal jasad, idha saluhal jasadu kullu. Whenever this flesh is good, the whole of the body becomes good. Wa idha fasadat, and when this flesh becomes rotted and diseased, fasadat al jasadu kullu, the whole of the body becomes evil and wicked. Kullul Muslim ala al-Muslimi haram. Every Muslim to another Muslim is sacred. Kullul Muslim ala al-Muslimi haram. Every Muslim in the eyes of another Muslim. Wallahi, this word kullu is very, very big kalima. According to the usuliyun, this word kullu means jami', kullu shay. Every, there's no istithna, there's no exceptions. And the word kullu here means like the word kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. Every living soul shall have a taste of death. Kullu, every. Kullu man alayha fan. Everything on this dunya will come to an end. Kullu, everything. وَيَبَقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. Everything will vanish and disintegrate except for Rabbul Alameen. Kullul Muslim. Not the Muslims with beard alone. Not the Muslims with a topi on his head. Not the sister only with niqab or hijab. Wallahi, kullul Muslim. Every Muslim to another Muslim, regardless of how he looks or how he smells. Sacred is sacred. What's sacred about this whole kalam? Damuhu wa maluhu wa irduhu. His blood, his wealth, and his honor. Can you imagine the blood of your Muslim is sacred? Did you know that the blood of your Muslim brother is sacred? Did you know that your Muslims in Palestine and Afghanistan and Iraq and Iran, they are your Muslim brothers? Did you know that every time you buy a cigarette, you are supporting the economy that kills Muslim? One cigarette you buy. Did you know that? Did you know the blood of the Muslims are sacred? Did you know you had to boycott the dates that's coming from the Jews? Because the more you buy, the more they will become powerful and the more they will kill Muslims. So the least you can do is what? Stop smoking. Kullul Muslim ala al-Muslimi haram. Every Muslim to another Muslim is sacred. His blood, his wealth, and his honor. The least you can take away from the man is his honor. So you go about the place and you start babbling and chatting. He's just chatting, man. What's he on about? He's having a laugh. So he goes around the place and he spread tales, namima. He spreads namima. Wallahi, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was going through the burial ground. And he says to the companions, tell me about these two graves. Who are these people here? They said, these are Fulan and Fulan. They have died hundreds of years ago. He says, Innahuma la yu'adzaban. These two are being punished now. وَمَا يُعَذَّبَانِ مِنَ الْكَبَائِرِ. They are not being punished for major crimes. فَكَانَ أَحَدُهُمَا لَا يَسْتَبْرِئٌ مِنْ بَوْلِهِ. This one here, he never washed himself in the washroom. وَأَمَّا الْآخَرْ فَكَانَ يَمْشِ بِالنَّمِيمَةِ بَيْنَ النَّاسِ. As for this one, he used to spread tales, corrupting the Muslims. Minor crimes. Do you think that's a minor crime? If you think that's a minor crime and you can win the angels, continue. Continue upon your old ways. Wallahi, the Muslims today, if we were to really, wallahi, if we were to only understand this one hadith. Shall I give you another hadith before I close? The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. He came to the companions and he entered upon them. He says, أتدرون من المفلس? Do you know who is the bankrupt one? They said, of course, من لا متاع له ولا درهم. من لا درهم له ولا متاع. He has no belongings, he has no wealth. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Innal muflisa min ummati. The bankrupt one from my ummah. Ya'ti yawm al-qiyamah. He comes on yawm al-qiyamah. Bis-salatin wa-siyamin wa-zakatin. Wa ya'ti wa qad shatama hadha. He comes on the day of yawm al-qiyamah and he is accused fulan. Wa qadhafa hadha. And he is abused fulan. Wa akala malu hadha. He took the wealth of fulan. وَضَرَبَهَا وَسَفِكَ دَمُ هَذَا. And he spilled the blood of fulan. وَضَرَبَ هَذَا. And he hit so and so. فَيُعْتَ هَذَا مِنْ حَسَنَاتِهِ وَهَذَا مِنْ حَسَنَاتِهِ. Every one of these people that he oppressed, every one of them that he did a crime to, Rabbul Alameen takes his deed and give them away. Wallahi, when I hear people do kalam against me, I'm loving them. I wish if I could take something in this dunya and give them. Some of the imams, wallahi, when they hear the people are making ghib and namima, they will go give them a gift. Because Yawm al-Qiyamah, he has nothing. فَيُعْتَ هَذَا مِنْ حَسَنَاتِهِ وَهَذَا مِنْ حَسَنَاتِهِ. He is given, his deeds are given to every single fulan. Every single one that he oppressed and backbite and slandered, and to take his honor and destroy him, and take his family and take his wealth, even your parents, everyone. فإن فنيت حسناته قبل أن يقضى ما عليه. If his deeds are run out, أخذت من خطاياهم فطرحت عليه. The people's sins will be taken and put onto him. ثم طرح في النار. And then he is put into the hellfire. Final point. Can we come forward a bit, please? Final point. Do you know Herakl? Herakl was a great king. Wallahi, Herakl was a great, great, great man. Everyone looked at him and they say, wow, this is a good king. You know, like today when the people watch some of the kings of today,